Kicking off one of the most colourful weeks of indie gaming this year is Jackaxe, a precision platformer with Mario-esque level structure. The most unique aspect of the game is the axe wielding mechanics. Jack's axe is the most versatile of tools. It can be used to break crates, smash ice blocks, defeat enemies, hit switches, and teleport a few spaces in front of you. This teleportation mechanic is central to most of the game's platforming sections. You fire out your axe by the press of a button, and then get pulled to it with a second press. It takes a bit of getting used to, but it won't be long before you're zipping around levels with finesse. Talking of the levels, the 6 theme worlds are well designed, with a variety of puzzles and platforming sections to navigate. Your main goal is to collect runes, which are similar to Mario's stars. These are dotted around each world and are used to power up a portal to travel to the next area. Some runes are easy to grab, others require tricky axe grinding. Jackaxe's pixel art style is just lovely. The game's relatively short, around 4 to 5 hours to see the end, but there's plenty of hidden runes to go searching for afterwards. It's available now on the PC and Nintendo Switch. Unsighted's plot is intriguing from the off. You control Alma, an automaton who awakens with amnesia at the start of the game. After you escape from an underground laboratory, pieces of the past start to come back to you, as do familiar faces and the woman you love. In a neat subversion, sentient robots, or the sighted ones, are the good guys here, with humans cast as the antagonists. They've crafted a weapon to turn the robots into mindless killing machines known as Unsighted, and it's only a matter of time before all anima, the resource that provides sentience, runs out. Unsighted features a bit of everything. The top-down pixel art style and combat is similar to Hyper Light Drifter, the level design is reminiscent of classic Zelda games, and the upgrade system is typical of the Metroidvania genre. Yet, I never once felt the game derivative. In fact, it pulls all of its inspirations together into a super cohesive experience. Early on, you're told that all sentient automatons are on borrowed time and will turn unsighted when they run out of anima. When talking to NPCs, you get to see how long they have left before they mechanically croak it, so to speak. Anima can be harvested, but will you give yourself more time, or those you meet? It's not often I play a game that really poses such a moral dilemma. If you want a super polished Metroidvania with an engaging story, I really can't recommend Unsighted enough. It's available now on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PS4 and PC. It's also free on Xbox Games Pass if you're a subscriber. The Lightbringer is a 3D puzzle platformer inspired by some of the earlier Legend of Zelda games. The mixing of a top-down along with an isometric perspective reminded me a lot of some of the DS Zelda games, as well as the recent revamped Link's Awakening on the Switch, although structurally the game is actually quite different. Instead of an open world interconnected map, the Lightbringer is broken up into a series of 20 or so levels, across 3 main biomes that take you to frozen tundras, sky villages and archipelagos at sea. As the titular character, it's your task to harness the power of light and use it to cleanse a corruption spreading across the land. You're not on your own, and you have your sister Spirit along for support, who provides poetic commentary to your journey, narrating in rhyming couplets. Gameplay is textbook Zelda, although your primary weapon is a boomerang rather than a sword. As you progress, new mechanics are introduced, with a boss awaiting you at the end of each world. If you love a good collectathon, I really urge you to pick this one up now. It's available on the PC and also the Nintendo Switch.
My father was a mazeman. His father, he was also a mazeman. His grandfather was a shoemaker. Just kidding, he was a mazeman too. Today I fulfill my destiny. Today I become the Mazeman.
Indie developers really are the king of mashups, and Mazeman is a perfect example of this. It looks like a 16-bit top-down Zelda game, features gameplay mechanics similar to Bomberman, and has an always moving character akin to Pac-Man. In the 100 or so levels, the objective is simple: collect the key and head to the exit, which is often easier said than done, especially with all the tempting collectibles along the way. There's a huge number of characters to unlock, all of which have unique weaponry or abilities, which can include bombs, swords, guns, and one even has mind control. Depending on the level, some characters make things easier, some harder, and players will likely have favourites depending on individual playstyle. Mazeman is a super old school arcade experience that is perfect for short bursts. Despite being a hybrid of some of gaming's greatest, this is no Frankenstein's monster, but a lovingly crafted beauty of a game. It's out this week on Steam, but can also be played on mobile devices.
Here's the story about Billy, the quiet kid sailing at sea. One morning while fishing, the sky suddenly turns to gray, and all the colors fade away.
Another great indie worth checking out this week is Rainbow Billy and the Curse of the Leviathan, a Paper Mario-esque action RPG inspired by 1930s cartoons, using the same rubber hose animation that influenced arcade run and gun shooter Cuphead. Although Billy is drawn in 2D, he exists in a 3D world. You navigate each world in an anthropomorphic little steamboat and dock at islands. Exploration adopts typical 3D platform mechanics with collectibles, secret areas, simple puzzle solving and plenty of characters to meet. Combat comes in the form of non-violent turn-based battles that involve conversing with foes to befriend them. Once befriended, they join your crew and can be utilised in battle. There's over 60 creatures to charm across the 3 large worlds. It really is some wholesome stuff. Rainbow Billy is a beautiful game with adorable characters and plenty of humour. And just like a good Disney film, it's one that can be enjoyed by people of all ages. Bring colour back to a colourless world on the PC and all major consoles now.
Rainbow Billy, the Curse of the Leviathan.
First released on Apple Arcade, the Epic Game Store and consoles last year, The Last Campfire finally made its way to Steam this week. What we have here is a 3D puzzle adventure featuring an emotional story about a lost ember searching for a way home. Along the way you meet other embers, called the Forlorn, who have fallen into a state of despair and need your help to find peace. The level design is particularly impressive, featuring a Zelda-like overworld with secrets and puzzles to solve. When you come across a Forlorn, you enter a puzzle realm to free their flame. The puzzles are varied and carefully designed, and refreshingly, all are super accessible and won't give you a headache to solve. There are 3 main biomes with 7 Forlorn to rescue in each. It is a short game though, around 5 hours, but it looks gorgeous, plays so well, and has a real profound story to tell. If you missed this one first time around, go and grab it now. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to I Love Indies and hit that like button. And why not leave a comment below on which of the featured indies most interests you? I really would love to hear from you. You can also follow me on Twitter for curated indies of the day and some super giveaways. My Twitter handle is @IndiesLove. That's it for now from me. I'll be back very soon with more indie gaming goodness. Until the next video guys, keep loving indies.
Go.